Entering and scheduling tasks. The main part of your project is going to be the tasks. The tasks are what will track your project progress from start to finish. There are a few ways that you can create and enter tasks. You can enter task names in the Gantt chart view. Enter task names in the task information dialog box, or import tasks from Excel or Outlook. Let's start with the simplest. To enter a task, you can simply start typing in the Gantt chart view. The Gantt chart view is displayed by default when you open a project. For our project example in this course, we're simply going to use the creation of this course as our project. In the Gantt chart view, we're going to enter Create Outline as our first task. To enter a task name, just click on the blank cell in the task name column. Now we can enter other information about this task, such as the duration, start and finish dates, predecessors, and resource names. We'll cover all this as the course goes on. For now, just put in the duration as number 1, start date as a weekday, and the finish day will be automatically populated. Once you've finished entering the task name, use the arrow keys to move down to the next task name cell or just click on another cell. Repeat these steps until you've entered all the task names, using these examples: gather research and compile research. If you need to display more columns to add information, simply go to the Add New Column, which is on the far right of this screen here. To see this, you might need to scroll across to the right, or expand the window of the table by hovering your mouse over the border here and dragging it off to the right. Click on the Add New Column button, and then select the column name to display from this list of field names. If you don't see the Add New Column field, you can also right-click on any column and select Insert Column. To create tasks using the Task Information dialog box, simply double-click a blank cell in the Task Name column. This dialog box will appear. Enter a name in the Name field. Click OK. The task now appears in the empty box that you double-clicked on. Use the arrow keys to navigate to the next cell, and repeat these steps to add more tasks using this method. You can also import tasks from Outlook. This is a handy feature. Sometimes you have so many tasks in Outlook that they can turn into a project of their own. You can import them into Project and have all the benefits of project management software instantly at your fingertips. To import tasks from Outlook, either open the project plan that you want to insert tasks into using Project or create a new project. Then select the Task tab, and in the Task drop-down section, click Import Outlook Tasks. You'll then see the Import Outlook Tasks dialog box. Select the options for the task that you're going to import. You can also click Select All to import all tasks, and then click OK. As you can see in this window, there are no tasks here, as I haven't linked this to Microsoft Outlook and don't have any tasks. But if you do, you'll see some tasks here. An effort-driven task means that it is a task where effort drives it to completion. If you adjust resources or people or things used to accomplish a task, the duration of your task might change, but the hours of effort or work will stay the same. Whenever you add or delete resources on an effort-driven task, the work is divided equally among those resources. Later in this course, we're going to learn all about resources, so don't worry about knowing anything about them now. The definition we gave you earlier will suffice for the time being to help you understand effort-driven tasks. That said, this is how an effort-driven task works. Let's say that you have a task set up that will take 2 days. 2 days is its duration. You have one resource assigned to this task, working 4 hours a day. It will take 8 hours to complete the work, or 2 4-hour days. If you add another resources to this effort-driven task, it will only take half the time because the work will be split between them. Effort-driven can simply mean that the effort drives the task to completion. The more resources that put in effort, the less time a task will take. As we said, all tasks are effort-driven by default. You can change a task so it is not effort-driven or make it effort-driven again by double-click on a task and open the Task Information dialog box. Click on the Advanced tab. Either check or uncheck the effort-driven box and click OK. If these are disabled, it's because some of the fields are not editable because the task is manually scheduled. Sometimes a task will start and you'll find that you need to put it on hold while you take care of another issue or complete another task. Or maybe you realise that there will be a delay in the task when you create it and want to structure it so that it takes a break and resumes later. You can easily remedy either of these scenarios in Project by simply splitting a task. When you split a task, you create a break in it with no activity occurring for the task during the break. You can create as many splits in the task as you want. To split a task, select a task that you want to split. Enter a duration that's more than 1 day. Click on the Split Task button, which is in the Task tab in the Schedule group. This button here. A box appears that guides you as you split the task. Now click on the date where you want to split the task. Drag until the box shows the date where you want to begin again. When you release the mouse, your task is split. It also shows as a dotted line between the start and the end dates. With every task that you create, you can also add notes about the task. You can use the note area to write changes in timing, to list changes in vendor information or any other information or changes relevant to the task. To enter task notes, double-click on the task. Select the Notes tab in the Task Information dialog box. The task name will appear in the name field. You can write your notes in the text field. Project also gives you the ability to format your notes. You can left align, center align, or right align. Also, you can format text as a bulleted list or insert an object. Enter your notes, then click OK to save your note. A note icon also appears in the Indicators column here to indicate that it has a note. You can choose either Auto Schedule or Manual Schedule when you schedule a task. If you choose Auto Schedule, Project 2013 will figure out the task schedule for you based on the start and finish date of the task, dependencies, calendars, and resource scheduling. If you choose Manual, you won't have to enter the task duration and end dates. You can enter these later. When you do enter the duration and dates, Project will fix the schedule for the task. It won't move the task unless you do it manually. To set the schedule for a task, right-click on a task and select either Manual Schedule or Auto Schedule.